welcome, guys. I just plan to say, well, two vein misses. Am I shocked? Yes and no. Yes and no, because yes, yes, because of the fact that this used to be, this should have been pay-per-view. We don't see such things in pay-per-views. But the other thing that really frustrated me, that's the fact that we have two vein misses at the pay-per-view event. So does it annoy me? Well, yeah, a lot annoying me. Very, very much annoying. This is terrible, man. This is really much terrible. Pretty much of a terrible experience that didn't go well for me, that didn't go well for us. But at the end of the day, I just have to say, all right. Got to live with it, right? I mean, you got to live with all those vein misses and those terrible things. It's not that you have much of a choice, right? I'm gonna go now with picks and predictions. Let's go. I think I should be all in Mateta for Blood Diamond versus Orion Koshchei. All in Blood Diamond. Who missed weight? Orion Koshchei missed weight and Jocelyn Edwards missed weight. Blood Diamond to win plus 165. Blood Diamond to win KO TKO. I mean, man, Koshchei looked terrible. Really looked terrible, and KO TKO. Blood Diamond to win KO TKO round 2. If you really wanna risk it, I think it's gonna be some powerful punch or whatever. Diamond wins KO TKO round 2. Blood Diamond is gonna mess this guy up and then dry hump him like Adesanya did to Costa. All in Blood Diamond. I didn't bet though. I have my 3 bets, but I say no to Koshchei from now on after this, especially after this. Man, you're a professional, 172.5. What can you say for a professional when he does something like that? Now, if you want to ask, am I angry because of 2 vein misses? Well, yes. Yes, I am. It frustrates me. It irritates me, man. So many vein misses and such things. It's irritant. Fucking irritant. I Horpat i Rije Nikolaj Negumerano. Negu is now the favorite. Haha. I played while he was the underdog. Negumerano to win. I played while he was the underdog. He is the favorite right now. Negumerano decision. I say Negumerano decision. He can take all the shots and let's go. Negumerano decision. Plus 3-0. For risky play. Negumerano inside the distance. That is risky play. But I say Negumerano via decision. I already bet on Negumerano, so no. Risky play is going to be Negumerano submission. That's going to be risky play. Plus 650. But I already picked Negumerano while he was the underdog, and now guess what? He is the favorite. Shit, man, these lines are changing up, and all those things are kind of weird. It means more and more people are thinking just like me. It means more and more people are choosing this guy. Is it okay? Well, I do believe it is. I do believe it is, really. Now, the next fight is going to be between Ji-Young Kim and Jocelyn Edwards. All in Kim. Edwards, you can't be a favorite anymore. All in Kim. You missed weight. Let's go. Ji-Young Kim minus 105 to win. Kim decision. Staying with Kim decision. Very loyal to that pick. Switching. Minus 330. She looked weak. No. She was unable to cut more. Maybe she's in a period, you never know. So, Kim decision plus 150. Definitely gonna Kim decision. And yeah, these are all early prelims. Now I'm gonna give the timestamps. Early prelims until minute 6. Let me see who else is in the early prelims. Oh yeah, Adam Fujit versus Michael Morales. I've got Morales to win, minus 600. Let's say Morales KO TKO. Morales KO TKO, but that's not a plus slot. Yeah, Morales KO TKO. Let's say Morales wins in round 2. Plus 380. I already have Morales to win the fight, so yeah. Early prelims until minute 7, just to preliminary card. Main card until then Chit Chat. Okay, I'm gonna just hit the timestamps. I'm gonna hit the hay also after this. I want to say that in the fight that's gonna kick off this preliminary card, I'm pretty much confident in Klose. Many people are confident in Klose, so Drakkar Klose to win, minus 215. Klose to win KO. Klose to win round 3. I'm predicting some kind of a late finish by Klose. Yeah, late finish. Plus 1400. That if you want to risk. Any good fights this time? Negumereanu fight. I'm really much excited. I'm very excited because of Brandon Moreno versus Kara France. Nunes versus Peña should be good fight. Many fights should be good on this card. There are many promising ones. If you think in the terms of betting, then Peña is good. Don'Tale Mace versus Hamdi Abdelwahab. Mace versus Abdelwahab. No distance. Minus 185. For that fight, I'm still unsure. I watched both guys and I'm still unsure what to play. You know, let's fish for a crazy upset. Yeah. You know? But this is insanity, but I must pick a side. In this fight, I have not going the distance. Just insanity, Abdelwahab inside the distance plus 250. That's insane odd, but if you want to be insane, then stay insane until the end. Like, if you want to tell me, just 1 second to grab a bit of water and I'm getting back. Just a second, please. Here I am, guys. Here I am on the road again. Alright. Let me see. What am I gonna play next? Abdel Wahab inside the distance. Drew Dober versus Rafael Alves. I think Rafael Alves is a good underdog. Not going the distance. Yeah, Dober versus Alves, no distance. Alves, no distance. Minus 225. Alves to win plus 145. Anthony Smith by split decision plus 2500. Whoa, that's a massive odd. Alves to win plus 145. I really like that one. I do think Alves has what it takes. But again, Dober via KO TKO is also great. Dober KO TKO is also great. I think these two guys are gonna start trading right off the bat. Plus 140. And I also like Alves KO TKO plus 600. I would personally play the fight will not go the distance. That would be my pick. But if you wanna play riskier, then you have to pick a fighter and like KO TKO or inside the distance. Or personally, I give very good chances to Rafael Alves. As the underdog, I do believe that he has decent chances of winning this fight. Alves is a solid underdog. Should be a wild fight. Yes, Grayson, exactly. I do believe this is going to be a wild fight, and I do believe this is going to be a wonderful demolition magician on every single end. That's what I believe is going to happen, and I don't think this is going to turn into a tactical warfare. I don't see a tactical warfare here. I'm going to make timestamps later, just to know. I'm gonna add timestamps later. So I don't see a technical warfare. Morona Semmelsberger, Semi Dojedi to win. To win minus 155. Semi Dojedi decision. Semi Dojedi is tough and hard to finish. Alves KO plus 60. I'm gonna take a sprinkle. Yeah. For a little money, yeah. Alves KO TKO is a massive odd. So if you want to take a sprinkle on that for like few bucks, why not? It's very much possible. Morona Semmelsberger decision. I don't see a stoppage in this fight. I'm fading it. Semmelsberger decision plus 180. Semi Dojedi decision plus 180. So the next fight, I'm gonna look forward. What did I miss? Close Garcia, Dober, Dontel Mace, Morona Semi Dojedi. Alright, I'm gonna hit the timestamp here. Hold on, just 1 second. Until minute 13. Okay, then we're gonna transition to the main card. I personally picked Ankalaev. That is, I already bet on Ankalaev. So I'm staying with Magomed Ankalaev to win. I'm gonna say Ankalaev decision. So for this fight, if you want a big value, just fade it. Like if you want to risk with Anthony Smith via decision or something like that, why not? But only if you want to risk. My personal pick, I already bet on Ankalaev. What? What the heck? When I was betting Ankalaev was minus 475. Now Ankalaev is fucking minus 540. What the heck? What the heck? I think Ankalaev decision is actually a good value. Plus 100. Okay. I think Smith would beat Ankalaev if it was just a striking match. I think I'm backing you up on that. My IQ is 2. I think I'm fully backing you up on that. Yeah, he would probably piss him up if that was a pure striking affair. But unfortunately, we do have grappling. What the heck? Ankalaev is now minus 540. When I was betting, it was minus 475. Hold on a sec. It was minus 475, Negumereanu. Is Ankalaev actually going to wrestle though? Well, if he feels that Smith is too tough, he probably will. But Smith just gives up when he gets taken down like Rakic and Jones. That's true, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that's true. I'm a big fan of Anthony Lionheart Smith, but I don't give him big chances in this fight. And not in personal, I'm a fan of his. When a fan says that he is not going to win, you know what that means. You know that I'm a big fan of his. I mean, if you follow me for a prolonged period of time, you know, Pena gonna win again with that crap stand-up. True. I bet on Pena. Alex Perez, Alejandro Pantoja. I was thinking for ages about this fight. Not betting it, but I'm saying Pantoja. Pantoja to win -175. Pantoja decision. I'm putting money on anyone, it will be Pantoja. He's super underrated. Pantoja decision. I was thinking about this fight I was thinking for a whole hour about this fight. And if Pantoja wins, I see a decision win. Great counter-striking. Not only counter-striking, also counter-grappling, angling, lateral movements. Pantoja is pretty much ahead of his time, if you know what am I trying to say. Pantoja is pretty much fighting like he lives in the year 2025, you know, with his advanced striking, advanced counters. Like he has a chip in his head that helps him read the opponent's intentions, if you know what I mean. I hope I said well. I think this fight depends on the cardio of Alex Perez, which is a question mark. His cardio is 8 out of 10. Does it help? Never seen him guessed. Perez has those calf kicks, you never know. Exactly. That's what I wanted to say. He has those nasty calf kicks, and those nasty calf kicks could create a significant amount of damage. Pantoja can kick the calves hard too. True. That's why I say the fight goes the distance. Exactly because they have some similar aspects to the game. I see Pantoja as slightly better. Like, you know, 55% to Pantoja. Like this better. That's how I see Pantoja. Perez is underrated too. Let's be honest. But I think Pantoja, yeah. Derek Lewis versus Sergey Pavlovich. Fight not going the distance, massive odd. No distance. Pavlovich versus Lewis. -650. Yeah. They have almost the same record and same initials. That's true. That's a bloody fight, man. That's why I'm not betting. AP versus AP. I'm not betting. Guys, just to know, I'm superstitious. So I'm dead ass about that. I'm superstitious. I'm not joking around. Look at this. Lewis to win. +125. Let's go under. Go under. Let's go under, baby. Give me that underdog, baby. I don't know, man. Why is Lewis so underrated? Pavlovich looks like he used to take steroids before the UFC. I see all the side effects. Well, he used to take them before the UFC. I also see the side effects. Have you seen those gynotitis? Have you seen how he gasses out pretty much easily while he is in UFC? I'll put $20 on Pantoja, 20 pounds on Pantoja to win. I don't know about decision because Perez submission defense isn't great. I don't know either. I was thinking about that fight for a whole hour, and the only thing that comes logical to me is Pantoja's win. Unless he hurts himself, I see Pantoja winning in a close combat. That's how I see it. I was literally visualizing. Pantoja guillotine choke. Whoa. I like that. Yeah. I like that, man. Let's go underdog. Lewis to win. +125. We already have the plus value. There's no need to pick a method as we're already fishing for plus. Let's go. Give me some plus, baby. You know what Renji Boy says? Give me some plus money, baby. Oh, that's what Renji Boy says. Plus, baby, all the way. Derek Lewis is the under. Gotta be Lewis by KO. Lewis Pavlovich to go the distance. Some insane odds. No. Sorry. +400. My mistake. +400. Lewis KO, TKO. +165. I don't know. I see Pavlovich looked like an amateur against Overeem. I bet on Pavlovich. I was like, what the fuck is this? I don't know what happened to him. That's why I'm saying this is Derek Lewis, baby. Can the fight go the distance? Oh yeah, absolutely. This is Derek Lewis, baby. People are scared of. People are fucking scared of Derek Lewis. Yeah, I might put some on it to go the distance. Lewis is patient as fuck. Might just stand there for 15 minutes, win or lose. Yeah, this is not tied to Ivasa. Sergey Pavlovich pretty much looked like an amateur fighter against Alistair Overeem, and you never know with Lewis how the fight is going to develop. This perfectly makes sense. My IQ is too. This makes sense if you want to risk like a few pounds. That's perfectly okay in my mind. That is perfectly okay. So next fight, Moreno versus K. Kara France. I like two options here. So I'm gonna tell you which options I like. Now I'm not sure which one to choose between the two of them, but I'm gonna tell you. I like this Moreno decision plus 140, and I like Kara France KO TKO plus 600. I think. Doing it now to separate bets. Yes, absolutely. Separate bets are always better. I mean, separate bets are riskier, but I think risking with an underdog perfectly makes sense here. I lost so much money when Lewis and Francis went the distance. Final leg of a bunch of parlays. Yeah, I get you, man. Everybody were thinking that was gonna be a banger, and that was the worst snooze fest in the history of this competition. Do you remember what kind of fucking snooze fest it was? It was one of the worst snooze fests I've ever seen in my whole life. You know, it really was one of the worst snooze fests I've ever seen in my whole life. So I don't even know what to say about that, man. It was so fucking terrible fight. And the next fight is Nunes versus Pena. I already bet on Pena. So I already bet on Pena. Pena to win plus 225. Pena to win KO TKO. I already bet on Pena to win. Lewis got that KO power and he's smart with conserving his energy. Francis is scared of Lewis. That's why that fight was so bad. Yeah, it was a terrible fight to watch. Pena to win KO TKO. Pena to win KO TKO plus 1000. They never learn their lesson, do they? And the next one, let me see. Pena to win KO TKO plus 1000 and Pena to win round 2 plus 1. No, it's bigger. Plus 140. I'm taking a stab at that plus 1000. I bet on hello Dabrowski, greetings. I bet already on Pena to win. I already bet on Pena to win. But I bet on Pena to win straight. Pena to win, I'm gonna say round 3. If you wanna play risky, that's my risky bet. Around 3 plus 2200. Yeah, that would be okay. I'm just gonna chit chat now. I'm gonna give you some other ideas until minute 24. I'm gonna make timestamps for this video. So in the case you don't know, I'm gonna make timestamps so it's gonna be easier to orientate. Also, now doing a chit chatting. I can't give you round robin now. Guess why? Negumerano is not an underdog anymore. Negumerano used to be an underdog when I played him. He's not an underdog now. Now I was like, what the heck? Why isn't he an underdog? Negumerano is now minus 110. It kind of frustrates me. So round robin would have to be something like that. It would have to be insane. UFC are looking at Nathaniel Wood versus Charles Jordan at UFC Paris. Oh, that's awesome. Is it going to come to fruition? That's awesome, man. Round robin. Kara France. KO TKO plus 600. Then Pena to win plus 225. And another under. Negu is not an underdog anymore. That's a problem. My Negumerano, I mean, Insanity, man. Total insanity. Negumerano not being an underdog anymore. And Mateta. Hey, Dave, how are you, man? Been a long time. How are you, friend? UFC Dave hasn't been here for a while. How are you? What's happening, man? Hit the fucking like button. How are you doing, man? Been a long time since BC Dave was in the house, and now I'm happy to see you again, man. When old school guys are here, that's the best, you know. I'm super happy when people are returning to this channel. Donate. Mace. Gonna get wrestled. I'm telling you, man, about that fight. I think, you know, that underdog sounds okay. Has that ghost ever came back to your house? Many people told me that they have seen a ghost in my house, so probably yes. I've been offline for a bit. Miss you, brother. Miss you too, man. How's everything been? Yeah, I understand. You were having business obligations, and that's like, yeah. If you're asking me about that ghost, yeah, he got. Many people told me that they have seen ghost in my house, so I do believe he got back into it. I do believe he got back into it, and to be honest, I learned. You have to learn to live with ghosts if they are really here. Like many people told me that they have seen ghosts in my house. So if you see it, then it exists. I can't criticize the facts. So if like 10 people sees the ghost, then the ghost exists. I cannot confront all the facts because I do believe my lovely fans. Many people told me about seeing that ghost, etc., and I was just, well, okay, if you say it exists, then it has to exist. You can't lie. There are many more of you. So, but about that ghost, that was, a funny thing, funny deal, but no, I do believe in paranormal. If that's what you're asking me, I do believe in paranormal. I'm going to be live for 33 more minutes, so ask me whatever you want. They exist. Yeah, yeah, I do believe that they exist. So many people told me, like Ed said, many people told me in the past that they have seen a ghost in my house. Like they were flying from one area of the house to the other one, and they were people were telling me that during the streams, and I was like, "Are you joking around?" But when like 10 people tells you that, you know that they can't make a mistake. You know it's impossible that they make a mistake, that so many people makes a mistake. It's totally impossible. It's unimaginable. Exactly. Oh, thank you, Ed, for this lovely donation. Exactly. The ghost is a fight fan. He means no harm. Absolutely, he means no harm. He loves fighting. They were on drugs, bro. Well, they told me that. My fans told me that. Like 10 fans told me that. So it's when 10 fans tells you that, it's I got to believe it. I got no other choice. They were on drugs, bro. Well, anything's possible, but the ghost could be a fight fan. Yeah. Maybe he's just a fight fan who loves fighting, who enjoys fighting, and who wants to help us enjoy the greatest sport in the world and its growth. I really do believe that fight fans should exist all the way, and even among the ghosts, people have to realize that this is the greatest and the fastest growing sport in the world. And even the ghosts will have to understand it one day, because back in the 70s we were having soccer, back in the 80s we were having basketball, back in the 2020s we are having MMA, which is going to take over. MMA is taking over in 2020s. You will see in the next 5-10 years, the MMA is taking over. And when I say this is the greatest sport in the world, people are like saying to me, Vlad, are you high? What are you talking about? Well, it's not just passion, man. It's really, this really is the greatest sport in the world. This really is the best thing that has ever happened. But when we have a good fight, of course, now when the fighters from the top 5 are fighting, we have a lot of tactical warfares. But don't be sad, Because when you have two good fighters, they are trying to fight from every single angle. We have different fights, and we sometimes have boring fights because both fighters are good. And I do see it as the wars between extremely, extremely good octagon warriors. There are many, many great octagon warriors along the way here, and many of them are going to make this sport even greater. But the point is, the sport is evolving, and the sport is changing a lot. So the things that have changed all around this lovely sport, Dabrowski, I think Moreno finishes Kai in the second. If Moreno wins via finish, that's going to be a massive upset. I must check that odd. Let me see. Moreno to finish in round 2. Moreno finishes round 2. Okay, let me check that. Whoa. That's a big odd, man. You know, if Moreno finishes Kai in round 2, you're gonna earn a lot of money. Plus 900. Whoa. Yeah, just whoa, man. That's a massive odd. This really is a massive odd, if you're asking me. I was expecting like plus 500, but plus 900. I'm like, what? How much is Moreno KO TKO? Like a normal KO TKO on the end of Moreno. Brandon Moreno. I haven't seen that. Look at this, man. Now look at this. Does it make sense? Does this really make sense to you? I see Moreno decision or KKR France via KO TKO. Moreno stoppage is possible. What the fuck? I might take that. Can Moreno finish the fight? Probably yes, but every single time I was watching Moreno, he wasn't trying to finish the fight. I mean, I'm not saying he can't. He can. We've seen that he can. But Moreno is a tactical warfare specialist. So that's how I see Moreno. Hold on. And Kai has been finished a few times. I think he's been finished 4 times. But I might be wrong. I think he has been finished a few times. But now he's taking part in those toe-to-toe battles, etc. Moreno never has. True, but Kai finished Garbrandt. That scares the shit out of me, man. The way he finished Garbrandt, I was like, okay, TJ Dillashaw finished him on 2 occasions, etc. That's a whole different juice. I'm trying to say that finishing Garbrandt in that fashion, that's just too much for me. Like, I disagree with the fact that Cody Garbrandt has a glass chin. I think Cody Garbrandt has terrible defense. True, but Cody's chin isn't the best. Isn't the best. That's the proper word. Thank you. And he dropped to 125, so I take that finish with a grain of salt. Okay, fair enough. Kai is dangerous to bet against now. True. He is very, very dangerous. And Moreno is super unpredictable. If Moreno has a great day in the office, he's gonna piss everybody out. If Moreno has a terrible day in the office, then it's also tricky. And another thing, do you know that Moreno fought with a popped shoulder first time? You remember that he was fighting, I think, 4 rounds with a popped shoulder. He is a warrior. He's not going to give up, but we don't know whether he is going to have a good or a bad day in the office. That's a problem. That's something that scares the shit out of me. Because how is Kai's takedown defense? 7.5 out of 10. That's how I see it. Somebody correct me, please. 7 to 7.5 out of 10. What do you think about Kai's takedown defense? I see it like 7.5. It's good, but we have to remember Askar has his back for a while. But it's hard to control him on the back because he has excellent scrambles. Kai might not have the greatest takedown defense, but his scrambles are great. His reversals are top-notch. His transitions are awesome. That's something I'm trying to pinpoint. Like my coach, when he shows in the MMA session, he's constantly mentioning Kai's scrambles. He's constantly saying that you should scramble like Kara France, or you should scramble like TJ Dillashaw, for example, or Corey Sandhagen. He's pretty much impressed with their scrambles. So I have to say that even if you drag Kai to the ground, it's questionable how long will you be able to hold him on the canvas. Can Moreno hold him for the whole round on the canvas? I don't think so. Can Rafa Garcia hold Klose on his back? No way. No way. No way. He's a combative fighter. He's okay on the ground, but this is Drakkar Klose. How do you Dillashaw versus Sterling goes? Close fight, but I'm picking TJ. What do you think? I think TJ in a very, very, very close fight. I think Sterling is actually hard to crack. I think Sterling is hard to hurt. It's very hard to hurt Sterling, especially the version that defeated Jan for the second time. Though I thought Sterling lost their second fight, but he changed his fighting style. Oh, thank you, Ed, man. Thank you so much for this lovely donation. I meant no disrespect to the ghost. It might be a man or woman or non-binary. All ghosts are welcome. Yes, they are. Always welcome here. Always welcome in this chat. That's outstanding, man. I'm always eager to see ghosts in the chat. That's awesome. That's awesome. You know, they're friends. That's how I see them. See them as a friends. They have no bad intention, and nobody has bad intention, literally. But Dillashaw versus Sterling, I'm picking TJ to win. That's how I see. I see TJ winning. Same, I'm picking TJ. I believe Dillashaw will out-scramble him and piece him up on the feet. See TJ getting a late stoppage. I see TJ winning in a very, very, very close combat. And there is one thing that worries me about Aljamain Sterling. Now I'm going to tell you. Have you seen how Aljamain Sterling was changing stances and how he was changing guard in the fight against Petr Yan in their second fight? How he was doing step drag forward, step drag backwards. Have you seen triangle step out, triangle step in? Have you seen how he was moving laterally very well? And that's something that worries me. But with TJ, moving laterally is not going to help you much. With Yan, it helped. My IQ is 2. Where do you think Moreno ranks among the best scrappy fighters in UFC? I need to think. 1, 2, 3. That's hard question, but I would say among top 5. But that is very hard question. My IQ is 2. So this is just my personal opinion among top 5. But again, question is pretty hard. So that is just my personal opinion. His inside boxing is 95 out of 100. Yes, his striking abilities, footwork are getting better, but I think he will be lost versus TJ if he can't get him down. True. I agree 100%. Plus, he has no firepower in his hands. No, he doesn't have firepower. You intended to say that Aljamain Sterling is not a knockout artist. No, he is not. He is Mr. Sulev stretch. TJ has better footwork, true, but a big question of his cardio since of EPO. Yeah, that's a big question. He was caught for EPO use. Battle versus Sato prediction. I'm fishing with Sato. Yeah, he is off. He is off that EPO, and that's something that worries me. When you're off EPO, you know that. No. I'm just telling seriously. When you take EPO, it significantly raises the amount of your cardio. But when you stop taking it, it's your cardio goes down. If they fight for 5 rounds, that's gonna be a problem. His cardio looked good versus Sandhagen with the knee. Really? That's awesome. Pig and Moreno are both top 5 scrappers for me. Dustin, Proashka, and Luki are other 3 for me. I think Moreno is top 5. Like, who are the others? I think your list is pretty much on point, but I would also put Prohashka, I would put Figi. Luki is okay, but I would also put, hold on, that guy. I actually think Petr Yan is pretty much scrappy fighter. That's how I see it, but that's actually impressive. Yeah, it looked pretty much great, but many fighters are scrappy nowadays, but Moreno definitely top 5, maybe even top 3. Like, Askar Askarov is not scrappy fighter at all, but I do have a feeling that KK France is among top 10 scrappy fighters. That's something that kind of scares the shit out of me for that fight. That's one of the reasons why I didn't pick Moreno in that one. I think KK France is among top 10 scrappy fighters because he improved his fighting style a lot. What about Dustin? What exactly about Dustin? What are you asking? He always goes to war. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yes, he always goes to war. If that's the question, yes. I didn't understand the question, sorry. What about Dustin? Yes, he always goes to war. Among top 10 for sure. Figi and Moreno are both top 5 scrappers for me. Dustin, Prohashka, and Luke are other 3. You know who else goes for war? Carantillo, Burgos. Top 5 scrappers. Figi, Moreno, Prohashka, Luke. Maybe Jan, Burgos, something like that, Carantillo, they always go to war. Maybe they should be on that list too. But I agree with 4. Taito Ivasa loves to scrap at heavyweight, crazy person. Hey, how are you, Ryder? Taito Ivasa always goes to war, that's true. How's going on? Everything is great. How are you doing? Taito Ivasa in heavyweight. Billy Carantillo always goes to war. Shane Burgos always goes to war. Veli Zheng always goes to war. Who else? Amanda Nunes. Brian Barberena also goes to war. True. Chito Vera, yes. Smith or Ankalaev? I bet on Ankalaev. Sorry if I missed. Dustin, Max, Moreno, Prohashka, Vera. Max? Yeah, Max goes to war, but he rarely knocks people out. That's pretty much weird. He always fights like a warrior. Volkanovski. Max always goes to war, but he rarely knocks people out. That's strange. Robert Whittaker used to be a scrappy fighter. Not among top 10, but used to be. Pedro Mucos can scrap, but I don't know if he's top 5. Cody Garbrandt used to be a scrapper earlier, but now he modified. He used to be a scrapper. If you're gonna talk about the former scrappers, then Cody Garbrandt is in top 10. But nowadays he modified his fighting style because of his chin cannot withstand that much pressure. Jessica Andrade is a scrapper. She always goes for all or nothing. Yes, Jessica Andrade. I do think Jessica Andrade is a heck of a scrapper. Negumereanu, Chris Dakaus, yes. Negumereanu, Negumereanu is Mr. Chin. I like to call Negumereanu Mr. Chin, if you know what that means. Yeah, Mr. Chin, he has the strongest chin in the whole UFC roster. I really do believe he has the strongest chin in the UFC roster. The Balkan chin is overpowered. That's true, man. Negumereanu's chin is awesome. Ivanov's chin is awesome. Everything related to that is fucking outstanding. Literally fucking outstanding, man. Shane Burgos, absolutely. Shane Burgos is one of the greatest scrappers. I mentioned him and Billy Carantillo, Billy Q. He is also a top-notch scrapper. That's how I see him. Many high-level guys coming up here. I like fighters who like to scrap. Dustin is always going to war. That's also true. But I'm always eager to see good wars, if you know what that means. Always turned on by good wars. And if you see a good war, that's outstanding. Every single good war is going to bring something good on our end. That's the lesson we need to learn, lads. No, when we see a good war, that war has to bring something good. It has to bring an enjoyment. We can really enjoy while watching good high-level wars. And I'm actually a big fan of wars, despite this is a bit old school now. It's a bit different nowadays. Now we have more tactical fights, etc. But wars, we live for wars. We don't live for boring decision fights because we are the fans. We like to see fighters smashing each other's noses. We like to see blood pouring all over the faces because that's us. That's us, man. That's us. We got used to everything. We got used to it. And we want to enjoy the greatest sport in the world and its growth. I like Stephanie Egger as an underdog next week. I think she will dominate Mayra Bueno Silva on the mat. I also like Stephanie Egger as the underdog next week too. I mean, in fights, they don't feel that much pain too because of adrenaline, but in the morning, oh, in the morning is brutal. Like, you have a lot of adrenaline in the fight, but the morning later, you're pretty much fucked up. You don't know, every single part of your body hurts. You're pretty much fucked up because every single part of your body is going to hurt you. And you don't even know what's going to happen to your body next. That's going to be the choice. You're just going to make a choice of your life. And you're going to see which way everything goes. In the morning, you are dead man walking. Yeah. You can't even walk in many cases if you eat too many kicks to the legs or calf kicks or thigh strikes. You won't be able to walk also. I got to say, you won't be able to walk, man. I've seen a guy who I was training with. He fought Samuel Bark. That guy is now in Cage Warriors. He said during the fight I felt nothing, but after the fight he ate like 7 or 8 low kicks. He was unable to walk normally for 3-4 weeks. Like Gaethje, Poirier said, he never walked like before after that fight. Oof, I remember that. Tuivasa might have the best chin in the UFC. I was just thinking about this. Tuivasa has excellent chin. He ate some really big bombs of. He ate some really big, powerful bombs from Derek Lewis. Blagoy Ivanov has better chin. I'm still going to vote for Blagoy Ivanov. Not because he is Bulgarian, but because Blagoy fought with him for 3 rounds and he nearly finished him with Americana and Lewis only rocked him on the feet, I think once or twice. Blagoy ate them better. And Negumereanu has brutal chin. These are my 3 for best chins. Blagoy, Negumereanu, and Tai. Blagoy fought Tai and only 1 man got dropped. Oh, that's awesome. Sorry, Robert, because of Nightbot. I'm going to read your message one more time. Blagoy fought Tai and only 1 man got dropped. You are right. Maybe Marvin Vettori. He has good chin. He took him down and kept punching him as Tuivasa was getting up, and Tuivasa was just throwing back as he was getting up against the cage. Took him down and kept punching him as Tuivasa was getting up, and Tuivasa was just throwing back as he was getting back up against the cage. Thank you for the great pieces of analysis, my IQ too. So let me see what Robert said. Blagoy ate them better. Yeah, I agree that Blagoy ate them better. Blagoy's chin is really, really outstanding. He looks like a normal guy, you know. He doesn't look like a superstar or just like a regular normal guy you would meet on the street. Tai got knocked down by Blagoy, and Tai couldn't knock him down. I remember that. It was a great scrap. It really was a great fight. Rocked. Tai got knocked down by Blagoy. That's true. Mike used to. Also, when JDS had him fully mounted and Tai tried to hip escape and gave up, so he started hitting JDS from the bottom in full mount. Crazy. I remember that. That was epic. I remember that epic moment. Only rocked on feet. Best KO in UFC history. Terry Team versus Edson Barboza. UFC 142 for Blagoy. Oh, rocked on the feet for Blagoy, yes. I think Gunn versus Tai will be one of the best showings of a mixed match. Also, one of the best knockouts is Valentina Shevchenko versus Jessica Ai. That's also I like Magomed Mustafa versus Rafael Fiziev spinning back kick to the head. Yeah, that was the wheel kick, wasn't it? Yes, it was a wheel kick. Tai has way more power compared to Blagoy. That's true, unfortunately. Unfortunately, Tai hits way harder. That's unfortunately true. Valentina's kick sounded like a baseball hit. You remember that? Straight here, straight to the mouth. That's how it sounded. No, really? That's how it sounded. I remember the sound like it was yesterday. When you hit somebody with the foot to the mouth, it hurts, man, believe me. Wonder if it broke her jaw or something, I don't know. It depends on her mouthpiece, you know. I have a special mouthpiece. I'm gonna show you this. Hold on. I have a special mouthpiece, you see. This mouthpiece costs $100. But what is it going to do? See? My special mouthpiece keeps my teeth but by any means necessary. So technically, normal mouthpiece. Hold on. From where I need to get that? I paid it at a dentist. Normal mouthpiece, when you hit like this, it, you know, you're gonna lose it. But look at this. See, it's not gonna fall out. See? It's not gonna fall out. It's a special mouthpiece. So there's no way you can break my jaw, but it's still gonna keep my teeth, you see? I can eat as many strikes as necessary. But it costs $100. I bought it at my dentist. He made it. That's a good mouthpiece. No, really? There's no way it's gonna go out. That's a very good mouthpiece. It saves you. It literally saves your teeth. But yes, I train. Yes, I train MMA. Yes, I train at a local club. Yes, I still don't compete though due to my health issues. But we will see. Maybe in the future I will. I have a black belt in Taekwondo. I trained kickboxing for a long time, trained BJJ for a period of time, but now I'm at MMA. Yeah, martial artist for my whole life. That's the only thing I know. MMA is life for a reason, man. But you see, this is a special mouthpiece. Like somebody can literally hit you with a baseball bat. He can break your jaw, but your teeth are not gonna be touched. It's a special mouthpiece, and I really do like that mouthpiece. But I paid it $100. But you see, I have all the teeth. See? I still have all the teeth. Thanks God. All thanks to that lovely mouthpiece. Good mouthpiece is very good. Yes. Channel. Oh, awesome, man. Awesome. Thank you, man. I'm martial artist for a whole life, man. And yes, I'm training. My club is called Achille MMA. You see? Achille MMA, that's how it's called. Achille MMA, from Belgrade, Serbia. And I have the best coach in the world, so big shout out to my coach, Coach Itzko, though. I mean, you can follow him on Instagram. That is my coach. If you want to follow him on Instagram, that's him. If you have Instagram, that's the profile of my coach. Or you can type like, my dojo is this. If you have Instagram, you can follow my dojo. There you go. Just type this on Instagram, these two. This first is my coach, and this second is my dojo. Yes, I do train. I do like to train, and literally MMA is life. And MMA Joy is pretty much great guy for recommending you. So I see you're also into the greatest sport in the world. The fastest growing and the greatest sport in the world. Some people talk about MMA and they have never fought, but that's okay too for me. I mean, you don't have to fight to be knowledgeable. One guy had a bunch of his teeth fall out because of a shitty mouthpiece he got at the dollar store. That's why UFC now does offer custom mouthpieces. This is custom mouthpiece. Just to know, this is custom mouthpiece. See, you see this is custom. It's not normal. This is the Bulgarian mouthpiece, but this is custom made. See, I train, but I haven't fought yet. I was fighting in Taekwondo a lot. I was fighting in kickboxing, had 2 bouts. In BJJ, I haven't fought. In MMA, I don't have fights. But you see, this is a special mouthpiece. It protects you. It protects you really, really well. So this is custom mouthpiece. It's going to, but it costs $100. So what can I say? A good mouthpiece costs. Better pay $100 than pay like thousands of dollars to a dentist. That is my piece of advice. You don't have to listen to me. You see, I have all the teeth still. Thanks to this mouthpiece. And I'm training, I'm fighting, man. I ate numerous big shots to the head. But I got used to it, you know. It becomes normal. It becomes normal to you when you train every single day. It becomes normal. Teeth are no joke, very expensive. I'm telling you, this thing is $100. Teeth repair is thousands of dollars, right? I can't even mention how much tooth repair cost me here. Tooth fixing. It costs a fortune here. I don't know how is it in USA, but here it costs a fortune. So this is no joke, guys. And this thing costs custom mouthpiece $100. At a dentist store, same in US, unless you got really good insurance. Yes, I live in Serbia. Yes, I do live in Serbia. Yes. I was just born in Bulgaria, but I live in Serbia. I grew up in Serbia also. Are you doing sparrings in the gym? Yes. Yes, I actually do sparring tomorrow. I mean, not like 100% sparring. Aleksandar Rakic is one of my favorite fighters. Aleksandar Rakic is the pride of Serbia. We all love him. My 2 prides, you know, best fighters, because I'm half Serbian, half Bulgarian. One pride is Aleksandar Rakic. Second pride is Blagoy Ivanov. 2 of my favorite boys. But of course, I prefer Ivanov because he's left-handed like me. But I like Rakic too. How you handle nerves while sparring? Because sparring is not like fight. I don't know, man. Like, I got used to it. I'm doing this for ages. I got used to it. As time goes by, you're gonna get used to it. I don't know. It takes experience, man. Like, you're gonna stay calm if you have enough of cardio. Did you hear about Jimmy Manuwa sucker punching Rakic? Yes, I've heard of that. If that's true, then he's a big coward. And I know why he sucker punched Rakic. I know that Rakic knocked him out cold. Rakic knocked him out cold within 44 seconds, and that's cowardice act. He is a coward for doing that. Only cowards sucker punch people. That's not okay, man. Why would you sucker punch anybody? That was brutal, but why Masvidal sucker punched Covington? All right, Covington has a big mouth. I mean, let's be honest. I'll be honest. Covington has a big mouth. But why to sucker punch somebody? Why Rakic not representing Serbia? He is. He's fighting under the flag of Serbia. He used to fight under the flag of Austria, but now he's fighting under the flag of Serbia. He changed. He grew up in Austria. That's why. As I know from friends, Rakic is not pure Serbian. He speaks Croatian-Serbian mixed. True. Yes, he grew up in Austria. He grew up I think, in Vienna, Austria. But okay, we can understand him. I mean, as much as I know, he's now fighting under Serbian flag. He used to fight under Austrian flag, and he trained in UFD gym. From time to time, he comes to ATT Zagreb, American top team Zagreb. From time to time, he trains there. But he is UFD gym, I think. I think he mostly trains in UFD gym. Not sure about that data, though. UFD gym in Germany. But we love him, you know. We love him. When a foreigner wants to fight for us, That's acceptable. Like, that's pretty much acceptable. Like in Georgia, the same situation, but that's the way it is. I mean, Rakic is a great fighter. We'll see what's gonna happen with him. Unfortunately, that knee injury. I hope he's not gonna be sidelined for a long period of time. I really miss his fights. Rakic had a knee injury. Aspinall had a knee injury. The world has gone to hell, man. With all those knee injuries, it's irritant. It's fucking irritant, man. I'm very much frustrated when I see an injury. It makes me sad. Makes me sad because I know what have these guys been through. I know what are they doing. I know how hard they train, how hard they work, what do they want, and at the end of the day, you end up with an injury. It's so sad. Rakic was winning that fight, man. He was winning round 3. What happened to the Paulo Costa and Rockhold fight? I don't know. Is it fight official or is just joking around? I don't know. I really don't know, G-Force Bond. Do you think all MMA fighters taking some PEDs? Probably yes. Because the 3 trainings per day. Probably yes. Probably yes. Rakic champ 2024. I hope Rakic is going to win the title, but I need to see how his recovery is going to go. Are really hard for heart. They do take PEDs. My coach Itzko is telling that every single fighter takes PEDs. It's just a matter of time whether he is going to get caught or not. It's very hard for health, for heart. It's brutally hard. You know, you must train very, very, very hard, and that's not easy. Not only for your heart, for everything. It's brutally, brutally hard. Sad news for me too. Your heart will shut down if you train without steroids. Probably yes. Not like one with steroids. You can use PEDs. You don't have to use only steroids. There are tons of other PEDs. For example, EPO is a good solution. Erythropoietin, that's pretty much a good solution. So EPO. EPO, for example, is a really, really good solution. But when you train too hard, your body is gonna start shutting down unless you take some kind of PED after a while. So that is true. That perfectly makes sense. That is no joke. No, I'm not joking around. I'm dead ass about that. Hey, how are you, man? How's everything doing? And still, let's go. So, you think Juliana Pena gonna win? Let's go, Juliana Pena. I also say and still for Juliana Pena. And still. I think we are on point, Vlad. And still. Juliana. Pena. Let's go. I bet on Pena. I bet on Negumereanu. And yes, I got Kai. Yes. Yes, yes. Juliana Pena to win. Negumereanu to win. Ankalaev to win are my bets. I got Ihor. Oh, Negumereanu, man. You got Kai. Yeah, I got Kai in that fight. Kai via KO, TKO. Iho reminds me of Jirka. You are right about that one. But I think Negumerano's chin is gonna handle it. They used to have local MMA fights right down the street from where I live, but this was before COVID. The octagon was a circle, not an octagon. Was kind of funny good times. Blood money. Orion looked bad. Mateta to win. Mateta to win. I think Mateta to win. Košče 172.5. Screw me out of that, man. 172.5. Smith looked bad. Yep. Ankalaev to win. Still with Ankalaev to win. Pantoja. Agree. I also got Kai, yes. But I only bet on those three. Only bet on those three, so... Yeah. That's awesome, really. Kai improved a lot. What a clean punches to the chin, bro. I've never seen somebody like that. He throw many clean shots like Charles left hook on Chandler, but he throw every punch like that. And Alex Pereira's left hook. You mustn't forget that. Great card tomorrow. It's gonna be brutal. It's gonna be really much of a brutal card tomorrow. It's gonna be outstanding. Really much gonna be outstanding card. You have to say it's gonna be outstanding. YouTube didn't give me to use more letters. It's a YouTube limit, I think. I would mention Pereira too. Okay. 200 letters is maximum, I think. I think Kai's weakness is scrappy fights like Moreno will bring. Could be. I see all but 3-4 finishes. That's a tough question to discuss, though. Maybe. Kai weakness is cardio only. Kai needs to finish. If the fight goes to championship rounds, he lost the fight. If he doesn't, he has all the chances of this world to win. Kai was winning that first Moreno fight early when it was like technical range striking, but then Moreno started going forwards. I'm pretty much scared of that. I got Pena decision. I got Pena stoppage. I got Kai round 3. Let's go. Let's go. I'm jumping on that bandwagon. Alright, guys. I will stay and chat more. I need to get some sleep right now. You remember how Moreno rolled back from Kai's right overhand? This was amazing. Yes, I do. This was awesome. Right now I have to go. Round 1, Sergey, Matt, Morales, and Alves. Let's go. Tomorrow, tune in. We're gonna rock and roll for the whole event. And I need to get some sleep. Tomorrow I'm also doing sparrings in my local dojo and gonna get some sleep. And gonna rock and roll with the event. Let's go. Night, everyone. Catch you later. I'm gonna put timestamps. See ya. Take care too.